Welcome back to another episode, Reefers. As you guys can see, I'm still here in Maryland at Graham's house. I told you it's going to be a lot of episodes. This is number 3. Man, what can I say? This guy's growing some serious aquaporas. How meticulous everything is. I just love his style, man. I want you guys to hear more from him. So let's go inside. Let's just keep on asking him more questions. Come on, let's go. Graham, we're back at it again. One more final, right?
Yep.
So this is your third and final system.
Right.
Last but not least, because they all look as beautiful. If anything, I think this system's got the aquaporas more dialed in.
Yeah, this is actually my oldest system, so it's super stable. I often had plans to kind of break this whole system down, put a really big display here, you know, probably 11 foot by 4 foot. Maybe I will one day, but right now it's hard to break them down because it's in like cruise control.
Can we start with this tank right here?
Yeah.
So how big is this tank?
It's just a
40 breather?
plain old 40 breeder, yeah.
Good old 40 breather, you know, you can't go wrong with them. I think it's the best tank you can get out there.
Like if you want a little, you know, moderately small frag tank, you just need a power head each side, a few lights, and it's got good dimensions for a little frag tank.
Wow, it looks really, really good. So this is 100% SPS.
Yes.
Super cool how you got the Stylophora all the way up there and you're just getting like a trickle from the return.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got a little Satosa just snug right in there.
Yep.
What is that, like a Mojo Man or an All-Star?
No, that's a Pink Panther table, and that's the piece that originally developed that grafting and got the blue on it.
And then what are you doing for fish on this tank?
There's just one fish in here. It's a yellow eye coal tank.
And for flow, more jibaos?
Yeah, those same ones.
2 of them?
Yep. Basically
Okay.
just having them cranking into each other, hitting each other directly, and creates a lot of turbulent flow that changes direction in the middle of the tank.
And for light in here, what do we have? Gen 5s?
Yep.
3XR15s?
Exactly.
And a Reef Bright strip?
Yep.
Okay. And let's move to the next tank real quick. So this is, don't say it, this is an old 70-gallon Marineland.
Yep.
I've been around for a little while, guys. I'm not new in the blog. I might look like a newbie, but I'm not. So you got 3 lights,
Right.
XR15 again, Gen 5s.
Yep.
And 2 small 2-footer Reef Bright strips.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. And for flow, I see one, is that a Jabal tons?
No, those are both tons, 6105.
Man, those power has been around for, what, 30 years? How long has that company been around? Seriously?
Yeah, you know, I still got some 6100s with the separate like power supply and that brick.
Yeah.
In the bottom of that tank, and they've been running nonstop for 15, 20 years. I mean, I try to keep only like a certain number of power heads I keep so that I have commonality between the parts. So the part goes bad, you know, I got a controller. So I don't want to maintain 10 different types of power heads. Keep it to a small number because I got so many, it just makes it easier.
Yes. That torch right there I call it the Holy Grail banana torch.
Okay.
That's what I've been calling them. They've been coming around in the hobby for the past year or so.
Yeah.
What do you call that specific
That's the same as 24-karat Coral Cruise Holy Grail.
Got you. And all the ones from the bag, what do you call them?
There's some Hellfires, some Rainbow Dragon Souls, all different types of Indigo Golds.
Got you. And then this big aquapora, I got a frag from you. You say they're called the Acro Iris?
Arco Iris, Spanish
Arco
for
Iris.
rainbow.
Yeah. Arcoiris.
Oh, yeah, I don't get the pronunciation right.
Rainbow. And then this right here, what is this one called?
That's the 2C's Rainbow Granulosa.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece. I just got back from Reefapalooza. I took my time to go to 2C. His tank is beautiful too, man.
Yeah.
He's super passionate. He's got a nice big frag tank into his office. But anyhow, so let's jump to this next tank here. This tank is crazy, bro. You know how to grow these freaking jawbreakers. You got it down to a science, bro. And then the number 1 coral you have here, it's got to be this Lobophilia with the pink stripe on top. I've never seen anything like it. I would love to get a little small frag from you, even if it's from the bottom, something small for me to grow.
I never cut it.
No?
Never ever. So
Well,
I've
if
had
you ever
my
cut
coral.
it.
What it does actually is it kind of self-propagates. So that one behind it is the same piece.
Yeah.
I think what the coral does is, you know, they kind of grow in like a sphere, and the bottom parts get shaded. And you'll see every now and then, every few years it does this, it kind of drops the pulp off. And you can actually feel it'll break the skeleton loose within the tissue. Very cool piece, sentimental for sure.
Well, if you consider cutting me a little piece, let me know.
Okay.
The rainbow chalices up there, they look phenomenal, man.
Thank
That's
you.
your little Rainbow Island chalice.
Yep.
You got your little Zoanthid Island right there.
Yeah.
You got the biggest chalice, just like the other two. Then you got a couple cool Fabias down here, a couple chalices. Old school bubblegum monster.
Yep.
We found that coral in December. Me and Lou were talking about December 2008. And just to see it around and you reproducing it here 16 years later, it's got sentimental value to us. Not just because the coral just got us into the light, to the spotlight, But the fact to see that the coral's still alive and it's being passed around, and what generation will that coral be at this point? I mean, think about it.
More than 10, probably close to 15 or 20.
I mean, that's you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And how many people have you passed and they grew and they passed it? So it's got to be a few thousand times that coral's just like grew from a baby, from a baby, from a baby. You know, it's over and over and over. So that's just super cool to see. And then you have a reef bright strip, a 3-footer.
Uh-huh.
And then you got two XR15 Gen 5s again.
Yep.
So one thing I want to mention, you do these frag plugs, you put them upside down, and then it's that like a rubber hose that you put over it?
Yeah, just a little silicone. That's the right size, so it's a snug fit.
And you shove it in there, and then it allows you...
Yeah, I basically just... So I learned my lesson with the big display tank, growing out big colonies, letting them encrust all over the rock. It's a pain to get that encrustment off. Another thing this lets me do is if something needs moved slightly, I don't gotta, mash up epoxy, get the glue out, do all that. I basically just pull it out, put it in the next holder.
Well, I'm gonna have to steal that idea from you, buddy. I hope you patent it, because if no, I'm gonna use it.
No, it's all yours.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, let's come check this other one here. So I can't help it but to tell everyone how good the SPS is doing in this specific system. First question I'm gonna ask you. You've been grafting a lot of corals. You got at least 10 different types, and it's pretty cool to see. What's the name of this one right here? Because
that one's called Grafted Zeus.
Super cool, man. So I got a piece of that one as well.
Yep.
So another question, where can people buy your corals?
So mostly I do on Reef to Reef, GWS3. It's my username there, or I'm on Instagram, Graham's Aquaculture.
All right, so we're gonna put a link below so people can watch it. 2 tonsies, power head in here.
Yep.
6105s again.
Yep.
And for light, I see 6 Gen 6.
Gen 5s.
Gen 5 XR15s.
Yep.
And I only see 2 3-footer Reef brights.
Correct.
Reef brights, they got such a nice color, man.
Yeah.
So for water changes, you use about 20%
Instant Ocean. Yep, every 2 weeks.
Okay. So yeah, man, again, your acros look phenomenal on this thing. I would love to talk about more of acros, but you got so many of them. And can we look at some of your filtration?
Yeah.
So this is the Sombra here.
Yep.
So you got algae scrubbers, I see, DIY by you.
Yep.
And protein skimmer, this is a different one? Or
yeah, this is an old school ATB cone large.
Oh my God, what happened to
It's a
ATB
dinosaur.
skimmers?
I don't know.
They were so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's still running, the original pump.
And then I love how organized you keep all your wiring. Obviously, I think that has to do with your background, right?
Yep.
A little bit? Your
Yeah.
OCD?
A little bit of OCD, a little bit of engineering.
A lot of it of OCD. Again, anything else on this? Oh, you dose an ozone?
No, that's
that?
an old school auto top off.
What?
Yeah.
It looked like an ozone react, like, when you see the knobs and you see
Yep.
the thick bolts, and when I saw that, I was like,
Yeah, no, it's I think that company, I think it was like a guy in his garage, a small company. They used to be selling ATOs way back, I don't know, 15 plus years ago.
For beginner hobbyists, for everyone in general, what would be your best advice if you have to, someone tell you, look, go, you got 1 minute. What would be your best advice to tell people at home, how can they succeed in this hobby?
Yeah, I would say starting out, it's a steep learning curve. What you want to do starting out is ignore a lot of the extra stuff people tell you. Keep it simple. Start with a system, learn the basics, do 20%, 10% water changes, get in a routine, be consistent, have patience. You got to get through those ugly phases of algae. The good parts will come. But ignore a lot of the marketing, a lot of the extra products people want to sell you to throw in. Just keep it simple. Get good equipment that lasts. I got stuff that's 15, 20 year old, still running. Spend the money on good equipment, a good setup, good lighting, good flow, and keep things simple to start. Follow that, you can get the complexity later, you can tweak the knobs later, but just get a basic understanding of how to run a simple system, and you can grow the vast majority of corals in that kind of system.
Stick to what he said right here, Graham. What a treat was to us. Thank you for inviting us over. Tell you the truth, it looks so good. I would look forward to come over maybe next year to do another episode when we come for Reefapalooza.
Absolutely.
In New York, which is going to be in the tri-state area, somewhere close. So on the meantime, guys, please subscribe to the channel, send this video to a friend, give us some likes, post some comments below, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming. And if you post comments below, Graham, please jump in the YouTube video and just answer questions, because I'm sure people are going to have a lot of questions. We did 3 episodes out of this basement. He's got tons of tanks, everything's super meticulous. I don't know what else to say. Again, thank you, buddy.
Nice, man.
See you guys.